Hello and welcome back to the Super Heavyweight YouTube channel, where in today's episode we will continue with the Arsenal Master League being played on difficult mode of Superstar. And the whole reason we put together this Master League was to show you the process that I go through when purchasing players on Master League. So we currently sit in 10th position, not the result that we wanted against Southampton, but again we'll just move on. We've sold Martinelli, we've had an offer for Nketiah, who is the last player that we need to sell. And of course, let me just quickly check one thing, which is negotiations. We did bid for Onana. I'm not sure whether no, they're still coming back to us. The players' representatives have come back. Okay, so perfect. Sorry, I didn't realise that. And of course, Gravenberch is the player that we're going to go for. So let's quickly go into listed players. So check this player out. Another one that I've identified, and I didn't realise or know too much about him. But if I just go to him quickly, Gravenberch, what I noticed was his release fee is 15 million, but this kid is 19 years old, and I think Liverpool are linked to him. So what we'll do is we'll pay the full amount, and what we'll do is we'll give him a nice, good contract to entice him. Oh, we've only got 40,000, so let's just be a bit careful. Let's just see if we can sell Nketiah first, and then see what we have. Sorry, I didn't even realise there. So let's just go straight on to the next one. We've got Onana now, which is really good. So we've got three fantastic goalkeepers. I think just like in a Champions League type squad, you would go with the best. So I think Merritt needs a little rest, so we can bring on new ball. Gay's still out for 2 days. We'll go with Death. So that's a team that we've got at the moment. I think Payet needs a rest, and we'll bring on Guendouzi as a centre midfielder. So we've got that. Actually, I'd prefer Harriet to be down the right, and we'll put Guendouzi there. Captain needs to be. Well, now we've got a problem because we don't really. Oh, Barrios. We'll just give it to Barrios. And the players to join the attack. It's just the free kick takers who we got. Perfect. So they've sorted that out between themselves. So let's get on with it. Newcastle. I think, of course, being 33 years old, he can't play every game, even though we need him to play every game. I think having someone of Dimitri Payet's quality in the squad is fantastic, but I think he needs to play pretty much every game. So we've brought Dembele back in. One thing this team does probably lack is a lack of goals, and so it's just trying to get Teixeira in there. But I'm hoping Coleman and Dembele can start contributing to a lot more goals. I mean, what a stadium that is. The sun's shining. Summertime is here. The clocks have gone forward here in England. That means that it's around, say, 8 o'clock where sunset begins. And so there's a bit more time outside, but of course we're in a national lockdown. Hope everyone's safe, and of course do take your precautions. But whilst you're indoors, do support the channel. So of course, Guendouzi has got an instrumental role to play in terms of making sure that he gets forward. So Harriet, again, he's going to be learning a lot from Dimitri Payet. And again, Klosterman with his pace alongside Delit. That's a good tackle there. Can we get that ball there to Haaland? We can. Oh, referee. His foul there. Not the best touch, but I do feel that Newcastle again are going to do a defensive job, and I think that's where we just have to be slightly more patient in that you don't look like Longstaff. The Longstaff brothers, I haven't really seen much of them. I was aware that one of them was on a free transfer and was interested in going to Napoli because Newcastle weren't paying him that much a week, and I completely understand that. Haaland probably off balance, not really trying the goalkeeper, so I don't know what happened, but I haven't really seen much of them. I mean, they are really good players. I mean, Newcastle in disarray at this moment. I'm not really sure what's going on. The Saudis didn't get the chance to actually put a bid in for them. guys. They could have been probably one of the best teams. It basically would have done a Man City, I reckon. Just bought all the best players, but of course that didn't transpire, and so Newcastle probably short of what they possibly could give. But this is where Dembele and Coleman, I think, are dangerous. Dembele, can he get the shot? And he's bent that round the corner. So that's where they're dangerous. I mean, one-on-one situations. Dembele cuts in and he takes the shot and not quite able to execute it, but the idea was right. Bend it in that far corner, and that's probably our best chance. So him and Coleman, the two Frenchmen, all we need to do is get Mbappe. But unfortunately, I don't think we'll have the funds. We'll have to sell the whole team. So of course, if we can keep him fit, I think he's a great sign. He looks like he's injured. Oh, every time he goes down, I do get worried with Dembele. So Guendouzi's got a really important role in this team. Coleman. Again, Almiron. Another player that we did highlight. In terms of a player that you could purchase. Very good player. I think he was 14 million, but Dest in the team, I think he's going to be a real good signing. Plays that to Guendouzi, plays that over to Harriet. That's a good ball there to Barrios, who tries to play in Haaland, but I think with the formation that Newcastle are adopting, it isn't going to be easy. That's a good ball there by Tagliafico. There to... Oh, referee. Can we get... And that looks like a goal. Oh, that's a great ball, by the way. Harris. Oh, couldn't quite find Dembele. But that was a great ball there, and skill by Coleman. Used his pace to get in front of the Newcastle defender. And Callum Wilson, again, another player that we identified. And there, Dembele's away. Tries to play that ball to Coleman. And Coleman would have been through. But Newcastle, last-ditch defending, are doing really well. Jamal Lewis, who is a really good sign, did well for Norwich. And it could be that Norwich are going to get promoted and Newcastle potentially could get relegated. I mean, it's always good to have the points on the table, but they play Newcastle versus Fulham is the last game of the season. So whatever happens in the next 8 matches, if there's a few points in between them, that is going to be a fantastic game, and the season's been really... They should try and play a ball up to Haaland and see if he can hold it up, and he can. That's great play. Oh, Haaland there, he's through. Oh, good defending there by the Newcastle players. And they're able to bring the ball out. This has been a really good performance from us. I think this is the best balance. I mean, oh, that's a good skill there by Wilson. Bent round the corner, but never going in. That's an out ball that we've got now with Haaland that maybe we didn't have with the others, where he's so physically strong that we can maybe just hit the ball down the line, hold the ball up, and then get players moving forward. So we play this ball to Barrios. Plays that ball out there to Delit. Of course, didn't realise 87 rated. We paid the money, but of course he's very young. Guendouzi switches that ball up there to Tagliafico. There to Dembele. Again, Callum Wilson's won the ball. Joe Linton. Again, players are there, but we shouldn't really be losing the ball in those positions, so we've got to use that better. Barrios is there to help support Hendricks. There to Almiron, plays that to Lewis. Can he get the cross in? He's not attempted the cross, and it's the half-time whistle. Again, that's where we'll probably get our best chance on the break against a team that's very defensive. So look, I'm very happy with the performance. possession-wise, it's similar, but I think we've done really well. Just going to check something out. So again, another 4-4-2. I'm going to just try one thing, and I think maybe this could be the way we operate. So if I bring Guendouzi just slightly more in there as a centre midfielder, as a 4, I think that possibly might allow us to do better. And then move Haaland there, move Dembele out slightly wider, move Coleman out slightly wider, so he creates the width. I think this could be far more dangerous for us, just especially with a 4-4-2, because then we can play behind the lines. We don't want everything in front of Newcastle, so we'll see if that works. Again, Guendouzi. Him and Gay, of course, were for that particular reason. And I think this is where we need to try and Haaland. Tagliafico, can he get a good cross in there? Not quite, but the idea was right. Maybe too early I hit that. But hopefully Harrett in that position, I think, will be far more dangerous. Klosterman with Delit. It's a great ball there to Guendouzi, but the Newcastle forwards are working really, really hard. Delit's back there for Hendrick, and he's caught up. And that's a good defensive tackle. Gets it out for a throw. I think if we can get a win here, that would be really good, because Newcastle are a point behind us. I just think that Haaland does well. That's good hold-up play. And then we're off on the attack with Dembele. There to Harriet. Good turn there from Harriet. And is getting Dembele away. That's a fantastic cross. Oh, just slightly overhit. But Bustes is on. Oh. I was trying to see if I could just run it past him, but probably not the angle to go and approach that. But I think the team have done really well, and normally I start making substitutions, but for now I'm just going to actually keep it going, because I think we've done really well. Of course, it would be good to try and get a formation where we could get 2 strikers now, because we've got some really, really good strikers. But for now, we'll stick with this. Guendouzi fighting his way there. And Bustes. That's a great tackle. Haaland holds the ball up. Plays that there to Coleman. Haaland continues his run. I mean, he's like a great football. I mean, that's all Haaland, and Dembele now gets his first goal. Diego Maradona's happy. I mean, that is really, if I conceded a goal like that, I would put it down to the fact that it's poor defending. But then when I look at it, I mean, we've got the 3 best young players up front: Kingsley Coleman, Haaland and Dembele. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. But it was all about the strength, power and explosive nature of Haaland. Erling Haaland, look at that. I mean, he just holds off the defender and he carries holding off. He's just put a ball in the box, and then Dembele, credit to him, finds himself in the right place. And I think this formation with the attacking midfielder slightly more forward, who doesn't have the defensive responsibilities, I think that's probably better for us. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll adopt the 4-2-3-1, because we've got Gay and Guendouzi, who are box-to-box midfielders who can both attack and defend. And in barriers, literally, we've got another Kante. Of course, Kante is my boy, the super heavyweight. But look, we've got to make sure that we stay. Oh, what is going on there? That's poor. Didn't realise that. I'm going to go mix for this one. So some will be defending and some will not. But that's a good header. And away. Haaland. Again, we're through. I think this could be quite dangerous. Oh, he's just overrun it. I was hoping the defender would come out, which he did. And he's made the tackle. That was literally inches. What a header by Delit. I mean, that is a fantastic signing. Just got to slow things down as well. Get that ball into Harriet. Allow him to pick out those passes. Haaland with the shot, and that's a great save on his weaker foot. But Harriet is causing all sorts of problems with his moving. And of course, we now have the quality to be able to get the ball to him. So Haaland gets the shot away. I mean, straight at the keeper, so you'd expect him to save that. Lee Grant, the Manchester United player. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to look for Haaland. Haaland or Dembele. Actually, let's just go Dembele. Can you get the flick on? He can, and oh, that's great football. I mean, get a nice cross in there, and again, well headed over there by Newcastle. They've done really well. Klosterman there to Harriet. He's just dropped the shoulder, and Coleman, can he get a good cross in? And he can. It's another corner. It was a great flick on there by Dembele. So what I did was I just thought we'll get him running. Klosterman, we're trying to find who we got. Haaland. I think it might be best to get Haaland in there. Can he get that flick? He can. And again, I think that's our tactics. Get the flick on from either Haaland or Dembele or Klosterman, and then just hope that somebody else could get it. Oh, so we've got to be careful here. Just drop back. Get a player coming across. So what I did, I used a square button there because I thought we don't want to cause any problems. Not sure what had happened. Newell again will get the necessary experience that he needs, which will help. And Coleman, it's opened up for him. Can he get the shot where he can? Oh, he's just wide. I think Haaland is causing so many issues that the defence are just probably focusing a bit too much on him. And now that we've got Harriet, it allows us to get other players in between the lines, because he'll come short, somebody else will go. What we'll do is we'll look to make some substitutions here. It's 82 minutes just to freshen things up. So what we'll do is we will bring on Kluivert for Dembele. I'll probably bring on Kier can come on for Dest, and what we'll do is we'll just put Klosterman there and right back. So we've got a lot of flexibility. And the last one that I want to bring on is possibly Jovic on there for. No, actually, it'll probably be Teixeira. Let's just get Teixeira in. Actually, no, I'm going to give Bernadeschi a little run at. I think that's the player to go in with. So 3 youngsters. Well, actually, Kier's not a youngster, but Kluivert. Bernadeschi's 27. So of course, this is a big 10 minutes for us because we mustn't concede. Let's see if we can get the header. We can. John Joe Shelby. We've won the ball there. Barrios there to Haaland. Oh, it's just bounced off Kluivert. Puts that in the path of a Newcastle player. That's a really good ball. It's taken out 4 players. And again, a good defence, a good block on that ball. And again, goes to Dembele. Plays that to Klosterman. Klosterman is able to bring the ball up. He is. There to Bernadeschi. He's tackled. Couldn't quite get there. Newcastle really putting on the pressure. Dembele. And again, we've crowded out the attacker. And what we just need to do is just see this one out. Maybe hit the ball down the line. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll hit the ball down the line in the hope that we could try and get the attacker on there, but it's just overhit ever so slightly. But at least we've got everyone behind the ball now, and we just hope that Newcastle are going to hit long. I mean, this should be meeting there, and that's a fantastic result. Very, very happy with that result because considering the Southampton match, I mean, really, I'm not happy about that match because I thought we were on a winning run. But I do feel we have the beating of these teams. Just need to get more goals. Look, it's not going to be easy. And maybe one day I should play top player just to show you the difference in what we're playing. And I feel that Superstar this year is actually the difficulty that Legend was on PES 2020, and the others have gone up. So I just think that's how it is. But Dembele, I think we've made some shrewd signings. Let's just see what's going to happen with Nketiah. So we're 33 now, and as I said, we're looking at that 5th spot, which means we're 12 points behind. But if we look at, say, 8th, we're only 3 points behind. And I think there's a long way to go with regards to this, and our team's only going to get better and better. So of course, let's just see what happens with Brighton and Hove Albion, and then of course the transfer window will finalise. Just have a look at what they've come back with. Nketiah, right? They've come in with a counter offer. Gay has now recovered. So before I do anything, I'm just going to go back and have a look at what they've offered for Nketiah. 30 million, I'll take that, because we had about 15 million before. So we'll take that. So that gives us 29 million and 71,000. Can I get Gravenberch? I don't think we can. So look, if you look now, every single player, Nketiah has been sold. We do not now have any player from Arsenal previously. All of these players are now signed players. So do have a look at that. 3 fantastic goalkeepers that we're very happy with. So I'm just going to go to the game plan. I'm just going to make a slight adjustment. So if I move, say, Pyatt in there, and then I can just move Harris back. But what we'll do is we'll only go with one of the attacking midfielders. So if, for example, I put Harris in there, just move him over, move Guendouzi just slightly over there. So he's back, but he's just slightly there in line with the centre-backs. So Barrios can... Actually, no, let's just move Barrios a bit more central. The wingers can go slightly there. So now we've got a bit more space, I think, created. And just have them slightly wider there. And Haaland can go up front. So we have made a slight adjustment, but look at that team. 85, 84, 87, 84, 81, 82, 82 again, 84, 84, 86, 84. And of course, Ceballos can come in there, make it 84. I mean, there's lots of options that we have. And we may keep the money to buy Ceballos. I haven't really decided, we'll see. But Guendouzi can go slightly forward. And if we need to go back to the famed 3-1-3-3 formation, Idrissa Gueye can go on there for Nubel. Nketiah's coming off. So we could just move him up one for everybody. And probably bring him in there. And I'm just trying to see if I bring in Gueye there, I think might be slightly suited in terms of more defensive stability. 88, 91, 90, 87, 88. So these two, I think, in terms of ball winning, would be better. I mean, what's Guendouzi in terms of there? He's not, but he's got 88 stamina. Gay's got 91 stamina, and of course these two. So I think these two will be machines in there, and I think that's where I think we'll do really well. So we'll stick to that, and of course Pyatt's experience. Can we get Harrit in there? It goes to 72, but I'm going to leave it there with Pyatt for now. And that's the team. So that's the squad. You can see we can just move Guendouzi in there. So we've got centre back, centre midfielder, attack, and then you've got wingers. Probably feel that maybe Bustos, as he can play both right back and left back, would probably be another option, just to give us a bit more defensive cover. But Klosterman can also play right back, so if we need to then bring on Kier, we'll probably play it that way. So that's the team now. Very happy. What we'll do is we'll end the episode. Just want to thank you. Great victory for us over Newcastle. Very happy with that. And all we've got left is Gravenberch, which I'm going to try and put the offer in now. I doubt we'll be able to get him because he just wants a bit more. What's the word? He wants a bit more playing time. So look, Golovin, Draxler's one that I'm thinking of. McTominay's another one just because he's 25 years old. But let's just try to go for Gravenberch. I mean, Lamar was one that we could have actually put in as well, but let's go Gravenberch for now. Let's just get the transfer field in, and we've got 70,000, which we offered him last time. So 70,000. Let's just give him an appearance bonus, a goal bonus, and a win bonus as well. So maybe that might help. I doubt it. And possibly another centre midfield. I'm just trying to think who we could go for. Let's have a look at the release fees. Lopez. Oh wow, Lopez looks a good player. Looking for a specific type. McKennie, box to box as well. 85, 86. Let's see his heading, through passing, lofted pass, fighting spirit. That's what we like. Defensive midfielder, centre midfielder, attacking midfielder. He could be one of those. Whoops. What's happened now? I've just gone and... Alright, okay, I better just go back in and get McKennie. So, but we'll end the episode there. I don't know. That's what happens. But thank you for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. And remember, we're changing the game and taking over.